We are delighted to start our webinar series titled Bold Beginnings, Igniting Your Entrepreneurial Journey, presented by IEEE R10 AdHoc Committee on Entrepreneurship and Innovation, and in collaboration with IEEE Kerala Section Committee on Startups and Career Guidance. I am Supriya Kamthania, and it's my pleasure to guide you through this insightful session series as we explore all aspects of innovation and entrepreneurship. Today's event promises to be a beacon of knowledge, inspiration, and empowerment as we delve into the world of startups and innovation. So, here's a brief agenda, and we are honored to have our esteemed speakers from various fields who will share their expertise and experiences with enlightening messages and talks as mentioned in this agenda slide. So to start with, we'll have an introduction section by Dr. K.R. Suresh Nair. First, I would like to invite Dr. K.R. Suresh Nair, Chair of IEEE R10 ACEI, who will start our event with an insightful introduction. And I will start with an insightful introduction and to briefly talk about Sir. He is dedicated to innovative product design and technology development. He is a founder of Design Alpha and Biophoton Technology and actively involved in IEEE. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Supriya. So good evening, good morning. Thank you, all the esteemed speakers, as well as participants in joining this event, organized by Art and AdHoc Committee on Entrepreneurship and Innovation, jointly with IEEE Kerala Section Committee on Startups and Career Guidance. So Deepak, Mathur, Ms. Joanne, Wong, Mr. Andy Chen, a lot many esteemed guests are here. Thank you for joining in the early morning, and special thanks for that. Thank you to our esteemed speakers, Samar, Chindan, and Ramesh. And I see Bernard Lim also here. At the dawn of the 21st century, a revolutionary wave happened to reshape the commercial landscapes of the world. This is a radical reimagining of what it means to create, innovate, and disrupt. Today, as we stand amidst the echoes of this transformation, we find ourselves in the contemporary age of startup aspirations. Academicians with excellent publications shy away from translation of their science and technology and leading to products and services. Same is the case with returning professional women who find it difficult to join the regular corporate jobs, and they are also looking for flexible job opportunities. Same is the case with students and young professionals. They are also scared to take up the startup path, fearing of the risk envisaged. IEEE, being the largest professional organization, cannot remain away from the startup wave, and in fact should focus on the above issues, try to enable them to become entrepreneurs. IEEE Region 10 is committed to fostering innovation, guiding technology enthusiasts, transform their ideas into tangible solutions, and promoting entrepreneurial endeavors. That's how we planned this program, Bold Beginnings, Igniting Your Entrepreneurial Journey. Through the 1 month filled webinar sessions, we try to bring the eminent personalities with distinct qualities to you. So I request each one of the participants to attend all these sessions running through this month and get benefited through these sessions. We are serious. At the end of the webinar series, we also would like to evaluate the effectiveness of these sessions and award the high scorers with appropriate badges. Let me thank once again all my team members who has been coordinating these series. Thank you.
Thanks, Dr. K.R. Suresh Nair, sir, for setting the stage with an enlightening introduction and starting up the webinar series by highlighting the objective of IEEE and entrepreneurship. We now move on to our first speaker, Mr. Deepak Mathur. So our next speaker and guest is Mr. Deepak Mathur, IEEE Vice President, Member Geographic Activities, and who has also served in various IEEE leadership roles. Mr. Deepak, a former Chief General Manager of ONGC, has more than 4 decades of professional experience in the field of electronics and telecommunication and IT infrastructure. Over to you, Deepak sir.
Thank you, Supriyaji. Thank you very much. And thank you, Dr. Suresh Nair. It's a very good initiative from Region 10. And I see that when IEEE is celebrating 140 years, Kerala section is celebrating 40 years. And it's a befitting start. Uh, it was long overdue, I'll say that. And, uh, and when you took the leadership, and this is coming as an initiative, is going to be really very helpful to our young professionals, especially because IEEE we really want to make always that it should be relevant to our members, and in present fast changing scenario, we see that the entrepreneurial any program on startup or entrepreneurship is really going to be very relevant and very useful to our young professionals. You all have seen that we have today reached to the 474,000 plus members, and when we see the data from the conferences and other technical activities, we are also doing very well. So IEEE is a growing organization. The only concern is that some of our young professionals are not able to uh, get really what is in IEEE for them. And I would like to request them that you should explore about the resources of IEEE, which could be useful to you. And we keep on creating opportunities, and this will be another opportunities, and you take part in that, making IEEE relevant to you, or IEEE will also try to make your professional career advantageous by becoming the member and participating in its activities. So. Uh, Region 10 is really very large, Dr. Suresh Nair, and I really appreciate this initiative. But when we are addressing Region 10, so probably we have to move to the other countries, and we have to invite entrepreneurs from there to share their thoughts and ideas. And probably that we have to be local as well as global in our all efforts. So with this, I would like to wish your program a great success, and I'm sure the way you told that you are serious, and I know you are always serious, and let this program be really useful for our participants. And thank you very much for inviting, and once again, uh, I wish grand success for this program.
Yeah. Thank you, Deepak sir, for your message on the importance of innovation, contribution of IEEE to innovation, and how to leverage this forum and emphasizing the crucial role of innovation in entrepreneurship. Now we move on to our next speaker. Our next speaker is Professor Lawrence Fung. He is IEEE Director of R10, who will inaugurate this auspicious occasion through his video message. He worked as a marine radio and the electronics officer in Hong Kong in 70s, a renowned academician with extensive experience in marine electronics and AI.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good day wherever you are. Dr. Suresh Nair, Chair of the IEEE Region 10 AdHoc Committee on the Entrepreneurship and Innovation. Professor Deepak Mathur, IEEE Vice President, MG8. Joanne Wong, Chair of IEEE Entrepreneurship, and Professor Muhammed Kasim, Chair of IEEE Kerala Section. My name is Lance Fung, IEEE Region 10 Director, 2023 to 24. I bring you greetings from Perth, Western Australia. I'd like to thank the IEEE Kerala Section Startup and Career Guidance Committee for your invitation to say a few words in this webinar series on the topic of bold beginnings, igniting your entrepreneurial journey. I apologize that I am not able to join you at this moment of time due to other commitments. However, I trust all of you will be well rewarded with your attendance, but for the opportunity to listen to eminent speakers, including Sama Hamdi, the co-founder and the CBO of Division X, entitled Entrepreneurship for Returning Women, Mr. Chintan Osa, founders of Anatam Ecosystems, on what investors are looking for in any startup, and Mr. Hamish Chadalavada, the Prime Minister awardee and the winner of the Samsung Soft for Tomorrow on my entrepreneurial journey. First, I believe it is of no coincidence that Kerala Section has been chosen to host this series, as entrepreneurship in Kerala is on an upward trend due to a number of key aspects. First is the education and literacy. Kerala boasts one of the highest literacy rate in India, and this has a significant role in nurturing a conducive environment for entrepreneurship. The government on Kerala has implemented various innovative initiatives and policies to support the entrepreneurship and innovations. Programs such as the Kerala Startup Missions, which provides the incubation support, fundings, mentorship, and networking opportunities to aspiring entrepreneurs. Kerala has a vibrant startup ecosystem, particularly in cities like Kochi and Kozhikode. Co-working spaces, accelerators, and networking events has been coming up and fostering collaborations and growth among the startups. Kerala has been increasingly focusing on technology-driven entrepreneurship, such as information technology, biotechnology, electronics, and all this has led to the rise of tech startups in the region. And in addition, Kerala has a strong tradition of social entrepreneurship, addressing the social and environmental challenges such as sustainable agriculture, healthcare innovations, and entrepreneurs in Kerala are actively contributing to the social welfare of the state. On the other hand, the road to successful entrepreneurs is not a bed of roses, and there are challenges ahead. Let's face the facts. The research has suggested that a substantial proportion of startups fall within the first few years of operation. Some studies indicated that around 20% of the startups fail within the first year, and around 50% fail within 5 years. There's no guarantee of success, and there are many factors leading to success as well as failures. So challenges including the bureaucratic hurdles, the lack of access to early stage funding, infrastructure constraints, lack of market demands, poor product and the market fit, inadequate funding, and inefficient management, strong competitions, and external economic factors beyond your control. I'm sure you will hear more from the speakers and avoid these pitfalls. And let me finish with a saying that you might have heard before. If you do, let this be a reminder. When the going gets tough, the tough gets going. Being successful as an entrepreneur is never easy, but the personal satisfaction and rewards cannot be measured by monetary terms alone. And I wish you all success and learn a lot along your journey on entrepreneurship. My name is Fung, and may the spirit of entrepreneurship be with you always. Thank you and good luck.
We thank Professor Lance Fung for the inspiring message and for inaugurating our event by highlighting how the IEEE forum across the globe are helping nurture the culture of innovation ecosystem and the importance of startup for the social and economic growth. Now we move on to our next speaker, Ms. Joanne Wong. Our next speaker is our guest of honor. She is the chair of IEEE Entrepreneurship, our distinguished guest of honor. General partner at Reds Capital and chair of IEEE Entrepreneurship, known for her strategic investment in IT startups, mentorship roles, and advocacy of technological innovation and entrepreneurship. Currently affiliated with IEEE and Reds Capital. Over to you, ma'am. Ma'am, I guess you need to unmute. We can't hear you.
Oh, sorry about that. Here,
Yeah,
unmuted.
we can hear you. Yeah,
Okay,
thanks.
thank you very much. So thank you very much for this great honor to be at your inaugural webinar series, and looking forward to hearing all the various speakers today. As part of IEEE Entrepreneurship chair is that we look at bringing all the communities around the world, how to connect them to the global startup investor ecosystem. But it's not just for the startup founders, it's not just about the investors, it's also looking at all the ecosystem that supports you locally and regionally so that you can succeed. Yes, we always go, excuse me, yes, we always go look after the investor funding, but we also have to look at the, let's say, the non-equity portion of trying to get as much grants as possible from various government organizations, because that is also very critical to help you grow, and look at all the different possibilities of accessing customers to increase your revenue, because that is very critical, because it comes down to a cash flow issue. And so as you grow your company, always be, as a founder, always be on the lookout of all the possibility of funding. And having these type of webinars and local events at Kerala Section, which is a great success in the entrepreneurial world, is making that a reality so that your startup succeed. And by having these type of webinars helps greatly in providing services from IEEE to you as members of what are the possibilities is going into the startup route is for you or not. And there's always a fork in that road as you're pursuing your research and continue your research. You say, hey, this might be a possibility of commercializing, and having resources that has been such as being presented today can help you in that journey. Plus other ways that I'm sure the Kerala section and the R10 with all their resources can provide to you. So again, I thank you, Dr. Suresh, Nair, and all Deepak and Lance and all the team here in making this a great reality, so that you can make an informed decision of whether to start your entrepreneurial journey or not. And either way, it's a good choice. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for sharing your insights on how to grow the startup and innovation ecosystem from both investment and the technical aspects to increase the revenue. Thanks for gracing our event with your presence as a guest of honor. Our next speaker, Professor Muhammed Kasim, he is also a guest of honor. Sir is chair of IEEE Kerala Section, renowned and experienced academician, educator, and a consultant engineer with a background in electrical engineering, recognized for his long-standing contribution to the academic and the industry in India and abroad. Over to you, sir.
Yeah, thank you all, and very good evening and good morning to one and all. And I am really happy to be a part of this inauguration of the entrepreneurship and startup activities of our Kerala section, led by Dr. K.R. Suresh Nair. And really, I express my sincere thanks and gratitude to Dr. K.R. Suresh Nair for organizing this event and making Kerala section being proud to be one among the largest sections across the globe. And I thank our Dr. Lance Fung, who has inaugurated this meeting, and Mr. Deepak Mathur, the Vice President of MGA, IEEE MGA, and all others joined for this meeting. And we had a very excellent talk on this entrepreneurship by Dr. Kama, and I extend my all the best to the activities of this our startup and entrepreneurship committee led by Dr. Suresh Nair. Thank you all.
Thank you, Professor Muhammad Kasim, sir, for your message on innovation and for your dedication in promoting entrepreneurship. Thanks for gracing our event with your presence as the guest of honor. Thanks, sir.